morning. It's 4:44 a.m. Second morning I've been up at silly o'clock. Yesterday was up at 4:15. This morning was up at 3:15. Joy. But going a little bit further this morning, and by the way, yesterday morning would have been my last video down at the oak woodland up near me. But yeah, this morning I've come a little bit further, not that far really, but I've just come up to the North Norfolk coast, and I've come to a place that I've been to before several times, but I'm hoping to catch it this morning in conditions that I haven't yet experienced here. Yeah, so let's hope that I do. Fingers crossed. I can see the end of the trail. Looking good, eh? I don't quite know where to go, because what I was envisaging was a higher elevation, looking down across the bog, which is where I am. I'm at Dersingham Bog, just in North Norfolk. It's a nature reserve here, and there's a few little lone pine trees just scattered across this bog, and they look really nice. What I was hoping for was some low-level fog and mist to shroud these trees and to get them from above, so you just get the top of the trees poking out, but there's not quite enough mist and fog for that composition. I wonder whether it might come a bit thicker. As I say, I'm quite early, but from the higher elevation it's not quite working, so I'm going to try and go down a bit lower and see if I can get the get a similar composition down here, and hopefully get more of the atmosphere down here as well. I don't know whether I can get up that way. Got to be careful around here because it's a nature reserve, so you can't just trample over the bog willy-nilly, because there'll be ground nesting birds and all sorts of things going on here. So yeah, I'm just going to wander further down and see whether I can find anything. There's a lovely tree here, look at this. See that one there, look. He's a beauty. And we were, half an hour, 40 minutes before sunrise. But I think the best time is probably going to be within the next 15-20 minutes before that sun actually just comes up, because it's just got some beautiful atmosphere. So yeah, I'm going to just have a wander, see what I can see. Great fun. I managed to find a bit of higher elevation with an access route to it, but yeah, cuckoo. But I'm not really sure whether this is the right space either. I can't really see anything that fits together. It's a beautiful scene to look at, but now I'm starting to panic a little bit, because it's now just gone 5. Sunrise is in 20 minutes, and I don't know what to do. There's a little bit further higher I can go, but I'm not actually sure that's still going to work. I think I might have to go down lower. Oh dear. No, come on, Jamie. Chill. Listen to the cuckoo. He's talking sense. Down there. You reckon, is it better? Okay. I'm going to follow the local. Oh, come on. Right, I've literally just put you on there because I'm going to just set up and take this. Now, found a position. Now it's going to be a case of trying to see which composition works the best. I'm tempted to begin with to go a landscape with a tree in the middle, because it is the key subject here, with that beautiful sky in the background. Making sure that's in focus. Yeah, I'm tempted to do that one first. Right, that's one. One on the card. Yeah, that's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Could you believe it? Look, the sky is beautiful, but it's that orange colour that we had is now turning. I think I might have to come in a bit closer. So let's zoom in. I think the best shot of this is going to be a portrait, but I just probably need the sun up for that. Actually, if I put that tree on the third, will it make much difference? Not really. But let's just try different compositions because we've got the opportunity to do so. Actually, I'm on a quarter of a second here. I'm on a 3-second timer, but this is a bog. Let's try that one again. Make sure I'm sharp. Yeah, that looks okay. Bloody dust spot. There isn't a great deal, to be fair, that I can do with this. Actually, it looks quite nice over there. While I wait for the sun, I can see the sun rising in the distance. While I wait for the sun to rise, I'm going to go over here. Oh, wait, hello, I was taking pictures while I was doing that. Because I actually quite like, it's just a little bit moody there, with a bit of colour above it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it doesn't work. Pine trees are really in shade, but I just quite like the mood over there. Let's underexpose it a bit. Geese flying through, that would be nice. Just to get a goose in the frame. Let's come back here. Let's get onto this subject. Yeah, let's just do one more with that in the middle. Okay, it is a gorgeous sky, so, you know, that does make it, I'm sure. Got a little bit of this different coloured heather, I suppose it is, or the grass is here in the foreground, which just helped to add a little bit of depth. And the sky is now, sorry, the sun I can just see in the background is now coming up. So that could quite work. Just move you, just to give you a different view. Right. Oh yeah, it's looking, the sky's looking even better now. In fact, I think I'm going to get a bit more sky in. I'm going to put the tree down on the bottom third and just get a bit more of that gorgeous sky. Just see the sun beginning to poke its head. Yeah, it should be rising any minute now. Yeah, it is nice. Right, let me try a portrait shot. Okay, so now with this one I do want to get some of this, the different shades and texture of these grasses and heather in the foreground. I think that will definitely add a bit of depth. I do think this is the best composition actually. Yeah, works quite nicely. Okay, I'm gonna, no, it's okay. So I'm talking to myself. I know that you're here listening and watching intently, but I was just debating whether to change the aperture, but you know, it really doesn't make much difference with this. I don't want anything in the background to be that sharp because it's just going into sort of misty loveliness. So it needs to be, it needs to have that depth. So I'm going to keep it as it is. I might actually, as I was on F11, I might go to F9 just to help with the shutter speed more than anything else, just because I'm on this this boggy ground. So yeah, that's quite nice. So we've got, it's very much in shadow, but the foreground I mean, but the sky, you've got lots of layers in the sky as well. You've got that beautiful glow as it's coming above the horizon. You've got a bank of thin clouds in the middle, and then you've got some higher clouds that are lighting up. So you've got a lit top, transition to darker, bright colours, and then the darker bottom. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. I might have to take a couple of exposures. Actually, I've got to take another picture. Amateur. I might have to take a brighter exposure just for this foreground, just so I can blend maybe a little bit in. If I should be fine, dynamic range should be absolutely fine, just to lift a little bit of detail out of the shadows with that one, but just in case, just so I've got it. I don't think this will be the actual shot. This is more of sort of more testers, because I can literally just see the sun there rising. I think the shot will be, oh, that's a shame. So this tree here, it's not really leaning too much, but it's got a slight bit of lean to the left. The trunks are leaning to the left, and the sun is just rising to the right of it. Ooh, it's off balance. It'd be nice if I'd been this side of it, but here you go. I'm not going over there. I managed to find this place, and I'm having to stick here now. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So that sun is now just coming up. So I've just put the tree just slightly to the left, and then the sun to the right. Give that little bit of position in the frame. Still got that lovely bank of cloud across the top. Yeah, that still works. So let's just do another one of these. It's going to focus on the foreground just as the sun is rising. Just as the sun is rising, I heard a maiden singing. Da, 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 da. What the hell song is that, Jamie? Okay, there we go. The sun's just poking its head. Lovely. Right, a little bit. This is very nice. This is very, very beautiful. In fact, let me move you so you can see what's going on. There. Yeah, hopefully you can see now where the sun is rising from. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Shall I be really sad? I'm going to go F16 to get a sun star. No, Jamie, don't do it, don't do it. Oh, what the hell, hey? Just because I can, but I won't, to be fair. It won't work. But do you know what? When in Rome. Right, I'm going to really underexpose this one as well. Okay, right, get back to a sensible f-stop. Let's go back to F9. Okay, I think we're not far from being done here. See ya. Yeah, I'm going to have to just take another one for foreground again, just because that foreground now is going to be quite dark because the sun's come up, and therefore the exposure is going to be, or the dynamic range rather, is going to be much greater. So let's I've committed now. This is it. This is the composition. This is the shot. This is the morning. This is the time. You know, one of those feelings where you think, right, you know, could I have done better? And I probably could, but I have committed, and it is what it is. Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just try another landscape now, just putting that sun on the right hand side. Now that's come up, the tree on the left. Oh dear, I'm really messing around this morning, so let's again just focus on that tree. And yep, sun is completely blown out, as you would expect. And I think, as I say, that's probably about as much as I'm going to get. I'm going to come in really close with this one. Landscape, tree on the left, sun on the right, completely blown out sun. But I'll do a nice bit of glow in Photoshop to stop the brightness. I won't really. I might sort of dehaze it slightly. Now that is lovely. It's a right crowd pleaser, these sorts of shots. You know, sunrise, lone tree, lovely coloured sky, sort of thing that will get likes on social media, but is it a shot that I'm really going to be proud of? Probably not. I really, as I say, the shot I really wanted was to get up high and get some of these pine trees just poking out of the mist. That was what I'd envisaged this morning, but never mind, I've got this instead, which is good. I'm happy with it. I really am. Don't get me wrong, I'm not moaning. I'm not moaning at all. It is beautiful though, isn't it? Isn't it beautiful? It's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. So, right, I think that's it. So I will put up my best shot. I might put a couple up because I think the landscape one works as well as that portrait one. So I'll put a couple of them up now and you can see what they look like. And that's it. I don't know whether to call this vlog now. No, I'm not. I'm not going to call it. I'm going to have a wander around a little bit further because there's some other beautiful pines here that are now catching that sunlight, and therefore I'm going to probably try and get some more shots in this direction. So anyway, here's this shot now. Of course I wasn't going to end the vlog. What am I thinking? Beautiful, soft, first morning light hitting the edge of the trees, the edge of the birches. And I must admit, I've just switched you on. I've just finished taking quite a few shots. And actually, I don't really want to say it, but I think these shots I'm more happy with than the one I was shooting earlier on. I think the one I was shooting earlier on was just a little bit simple, not a lot to it. A tree in a field with the sunrise in the background. It wasn't that interesting compositionally. Whereas a few here that I've just taken using this tree with the sun just coming through, lighting underneath the bottom of the tree, poking through the branches, a little path at the back. There's a tree at the back here which leans a little bit to the left, which doesn't flow exactly the way I wanted it to in terms of using this tree in the composition. But anyway, I've shot that as a side by side, sunrise in the background, still nice sky, and then this tree on its own to the left. It's leaning a bit from right to left, so I've just put that in the right third, and I don't know, just been playing with that, and that just feels better. The shots to me feel as though I'm going to like them more than I probably am that one earlier on. So it's interesting, isn't it? It really is. Now, by the looks of it, the sun is about to hit a bank of cloud, so I think I've probably lost the light. Well, we'll be losing the light soon, but anyway, it's that was really nice. I really enjoyed that. In fact, I'm just going to get one more quick portrait shot of this tree here, just to bring that heather in. Yeah, it's going at 100 mil. One more, and I think that will probably be my lot. That will probably be a square. I should think. I actually quite like that as a portrait, but that one will probably be a square. Oh, yeah, that's been very productive. I was panicking a bit, I must admit, as you do when you first get here, but the conditions are absolutely stunning, really are nice. Not, as I say, not quite what I'd wanted, or what I'd had in mind rather, but I'll take it without a shadow of a doubt. Right, okay, I am going to, well actually I'm not going to call it now. What I'm going to do is I'm planning now to head up to the coast, because that was the original plan this morning, to head straight to the beach. But then I thought, well, if this bit of mist and fog's predicted, then I might try here on the way. So I'm going to head up to the North Norfolk coast now. So if I get anything else there, I'll turn you back on, talk to you about what I'm doing there, or I might just put some shots on the end. Depends on how I get on. But as far as Dersingham Bog's concerned, a cracking sunrise in the bog.